So, we just established that the victim was an imposter and that there was a real murder and a phony murder. Like an acted out murder. The real Glenn Elg, now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer, and the phony Glenn Elg, acting out the events from Mr. Kudo to witness. It certainly seems that way. Quite a performance, Trite. You were almost on a roll. What? I lack the rock-hard foundation of rhythm to build my song? What is this, Music Theory 101? Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2 p.m. The phony Elg is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kite. There will be a show tonight. How do you explain, then, where the real Glenn Elg dead? I don't believe I have to spell this out for the court. However, at that time, the real Glenn Elg was already dead. That's certainly the obvious conclusion. I'm drinking my coffee too, Godot. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say. Now, I presume you can prove this theory of yours? Can you explain where the missing corpse went to? What do I look like? Seriously, what do I look like? We've already gone to where did the killer hide the body? Why is that our job to answer? Jeez. What's with the intense pressure in here? I know, Maya. I'm sweating. Like, my deodorant is getting all wet. Okay, TMI. The court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. First, where was the body of the real oh, God. I'm gonna take a wild guess and just say outside. Okay. Nice supposition. But the real question is, can you back it up? Where's the evidence that proves the body was taken out of the restaurant? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Too bad. I don't think you'll ever grasp the real heart of rock and roll. What are you talking about? He means that your evidence is irrelevant. Come on, Nick. You've got to think it through. Feel the beat. Okay, I think I was on the right track. I think I figured this out. I was definitely in the kitchen. I kept presenting the apron because, oh, how else would the apron have gotten blood on it? Unless the person wearing it was moving a body. There's also... the cyanide was found in the apron. The lottery ticket was found in the apron. And the victim's ear medicine was taken from him, and it was found in the kitchen. Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle? No. I have never seen that ugly bottle before in my life. I only use la very best bottles, monsieur. The highest quality only for me. Where was that bottle found, Mr. Wright? Interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Tribulations. Eh, quoi? But I only ever use these bottles for my aromatherapy oils. Because it's not, it's not an oil. Coffee. Maxwell House. With hazelnut creamer. I gotta drink it before it gets cold. It's already pretty cold. Because I made it before I started recording. You can't be serious. The defense had the contents of the bottle analyzed, and I have the lab results here. The contents of the bottle matched the prescription that was given to Mr. Elg. War! Glenn Elg's murderer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen, at which time this bottle fell out of the victim's pocket. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in the kitchen? Mon Dieu! Yes, you know what I'm about to say. It was you who hid the victim's body. You did a fine job pretending to defend my client, Maggie Bird. However, you were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back. No. Order. This is an extraordinary development. Witness. Did you murder Mr. Glenn Elg? Never! I could never do such a horrible thing. No. Mr. Godot. The bitterness. Every time I get lied to, I always down a mug of coffee. That's one of my rules. Do you have the slightest idea how many cups you've had by now? Then I like to do the same to the person who lied to me. I like to take them down with my empty cup. Listen up, chef. How about a brand new flavor in your ear, my H-deficient friend? That's the worst insult you could call a French person. My H-deficient friend. That just reminds me of that horrible racist joke in like one of the Steve Martin Pink Panther movies, where he's like, "How about some sushi, my little yellow friend?" And then it cuts to the next scene. This woman is saying, "You cannot call a Japanese person my little yellow friend." Oh my god, whatever, never mind. It is a trap. It is a trap. Listen to me, por favor, and please never call me H-deficient. Yo hablo español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor is Spanish. I'm only going to ask you once. Did you do it? No, absolutely no. I simply... Let's hear it. You've got one shot, right, Gramps? Witness! The court will permit you the chance to make one final statement. If you lie under oath again, Mr. Godot's coffee mug awaits you, as does my gavel, as does my burp. Oui, it is clear. What do they always say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this, Chewie. Okay. Anyway. Very well. Begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong. The confession. Oh, God. Oh, dear God. It is true. I ate la body in la kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me. You were forced? By who? I cannot say, or I will be erased. Let's try a different question, then. When Mr. Elg died, was he really the only person at his table? There was another man. The third man. Maggie was telling the truth. Well, of course she was. Alright. Finish my coffee. Time for another cup. One more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy. Get him to tell us the name of the real killer. Well, and then it's... You gotta protect him from the mafia. It is true, I ate la body in la kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him, I swear it. Okay. Sock it to him. You hid the body in the kitchen. Did you carry the body yourself? You carried him and you carried Maggie. Interesting. That's why her. Man, forced you to do it. It was Don Tigre. There was a reason why you could not refuse. What reason would that be? A maiden. A bit too old and a bit too male. So do we really have to do that? I know, I always save. Where's John's loan contract? You have $500,000 debt, don't you? $500,000? Is this true, Mr. Armstrong? Oui, je suis désolé. I was weak and I borrowed la money. So apparently there's a Steam achievement where if you get enough dialogue from Jean Armstrong, you get Jean's foreign language course, where just like you hear all his French words from all his dialogue possible. I don't think we're gonna get that achievement, but this is Mr. Armstrong's Achilles heel. And that's why you couldn't refuse anything asked of you by this guy. A $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man told you. It is as you say, Mr. Armstrong. La Tiger, he told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On la day in question, he was meeting la victim to demand that he repay his loan. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried la body and la inconscient Maggie out of the dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen. I think we can now safely say that the man who forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre. I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison and the lottery ticket that were found in the defendant's apron pocket, was that your doing as well? No, I knew nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it. I was not. It is despicable. Mr. Godot, you will summon this Furio Tigre as a... Oh! Oh, dang. 30 minutes. What the... The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more. How the... Don't sit back and relax yet, Trite. Godot, if you can get that man on the stand, I will put aside any animosity between us, and you will be my friend for life. Not really, but... Court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess. Oh, God. To be continued. I like my version, but no, I'm kidding. Alrighty. Keep going for a few more minutes, even though this would be the ideal stopping point. January 8th, 1:21 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 1. We're finally going to see the Tiger on the stand. We've almost got this case won now, Nick. I wish I could agree. Huh? When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the Tiger told him to do. But Godot picked up on it, remember? He pointed at that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth. The truth. You think Mr. Armstrong was lying? I don't know. But if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're gonna need. Hey, pal! I knew it! Detective Gumshoe. What are you so jumpy about, Detective? Your hair's standing on end. Oh, I used a special hair gel. Hey, that's the pot calling the kettle black, little mist. Never mind about the hair. Put the cookie down! I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I kind of get wound up. Arg! No kidding. You gotta have something you need me to do, pal. Anything. Hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I could get some prints analyzed for you if you got an hour. An hour, the trial will have reconvened by then. But Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence yet. Oh, is this gonna be one of those trials where we stall until we have the decisive piece of evidence? Oh, I love those. The tension! The drama! You bet. In that case, would you mind checking the prints on... Oh. Oh shit. Is it this one? If you're going back to the station anyway, could you find out whose prints are on the... Oh hey, that's a small bottle. Yeah. I think it's high time... Excuse me. Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing at me too. Small bottle given to Detective Gumshoe. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop there, and in the next part we'll... Oh my goodness. I can already tell that this case is about to end with a bang.